Castaway Cay versus Disney's Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. Is that what it's called? Which of Disney's 2 private islands is serving up better food? Today, these 2 islands go head to head as we explore all of the food offerings. From classic barbecue to island favorites, we're hitting it all. And at the end, I'll let you know which island has the best food. This is the ultimate foodie guide to Disney Cruise Line's private islands. Arguably the most exciting part about going on a Disney cruise is getting the chance to touch down on one of Disney Cruise Line's private islands in the Bahamas. Luckily for us, my cruise on the Disney Dream includes stops at both of Disney's private islands, Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay. Not only are the beaches stunning, the water crystal clear and the characters out and about, but they're also dishing up some food. In between all that beach time, you may find yourself wondering what you're going to eat. Well, we're going to be going over all of the food offerings today so I can let you know which island has the best food, starting at Disney's newest island that's only a few months old, Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. And guys, I must say, this is my first time on this island here, and I'm really confused. There's so much going on. We had to take a long tram ride too, way longer than you would expect to get to the main beach area here. It's very, very beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Very colorful, vibrant, beautiful scenery, and really fun vibes, but it's just very confusing. Not a lot of directional signage. So we're on our way to find the food here, which would all make sense because after reviewing all of the initial feedback from when this island kind of opened, there were 2 main concerns. One being the tram and the walk that it takes you to get from the ship to the actual island itself. And 2 being all of the flies on the food. I don't know if you guys saw, but there were tons of videos circulating online of flies just swarming all of the food at the various food locations here. I'm really hoping that issue has kind of fixed itself. It's been, like I said, a few months since this island has opened, so fingers crossed it has. And speaking of the food locations, there are 3 of them on this island. True True Barbecue, True True Barbecue 2, and then Serenity Bay Barbecue, which is the adults only area. And they all serve the same food, I've been told. Okay, and we're not having much luck so far. We made it over to the main barbecue area, True True Barbecue, and the lines were insane. So I was like, you know what? I bet the lines at the adult only area, the 18 plus area, will be a bit shorter. So I asked a bunch of people how to get there, and there's no real clear answer. So we will just be wondering. And hopefully we make it in time before the barbecue ends. All right, I think we're finally headed in the right direction. This is the first directional signage I have seen my entire hour and a half being on this island. We're in the right direction, Ryan. So on our little walk to the Serenity Bay adult area, we're passing True True Barbecue 2, the second dining location here at Lookout Cay. And by the looks of it, the line to get food is a lot shorter over here. So pro tip, don't settle for True True Barbecue in the main area. Just walk, it wasn't that far, maybe a 5-minute walk from the main area, and come over here because you don't want to wait in those lines. Our second piece of directional signage that we've seen today is officially announcing that we've made it to Serenity Bay. And honestly, I feel the peace already. It's way more peaceful and quiet over here. Okay, so we eventually ended up making our way over to the Serenity Bay Barbecue, the adults only area, and the line was crazy, guys. Not only was the line for food super long, there was not a single seat. There was not a single empty table. I don't know where we would have eaten our food. So we ended up coming back to True True Barbecue 2. We ran into our first sign of the day, and I don't know if this is gonna be the case for every cruise that comes here, but for ours at least, it looks like the place to get food if you don't wanna stand in the sun for a while is gonna be True True Barbecue 2, which is where? Number 16, right here. So you guys use this map. You guys reference this map. We're gonna zoom out, take a screenshot of this because you're not gonna be able to find it anywhere else. Okay, so we've got our little tray here. We've made it to our first section, which is chicken and seafood and rice bowls. And it looks like we've also got some like Bahamian dishes. We have a Creole seafood jambalaya here, maybe some plantain chips. I don't know, nothing is really like actually labeled, so I'm not quite sure what everything is. Hi, can I please have some of the seafood jambalaya and some yuca? So she just scooped us out some of the jambalaya. Thank you so much. I see some shrimp, some jambalaya in there, and then we also got some yuca. I am a sucker for some yuca, so we had to get some of that as well. I love how they just have double chunk chocolate cookies right above the slaws. They got some slaws, some pineapple salsa, and some double chunk chocolate cookies. Boom. Next up, we have made our way to the barbecue ribs and rotisserie chicken section. And good news, so far I haven't seen a single fly, I don't think. But all I do know is that these lines are awful and it is so hot. Oh, there's a fly. There are a couple flies. Okay, I spoke too soon. But the food does look really good. So we're gonna grab ourselves some, starting with some of this Lookout Cay spiced rotisserie chicken here. I'll grab a leg. We'll get a leg. That looks delicious, actually. Looks like some really good chicken. I also see some grilled barbecue ribs, which we will be indulging in. So let me grab one of them. The moment I've been waiting for, the mac and cheese. This looks extra creamy. Going on for sure. There are once again absolutely no labels on any of the food, so I'm not really sure exactly what this stuff is. This looks to be some type of like tofu curry, and then there's corn in the back there, which I don't know if I could grab. I got it. I don't know, this layout is just not really the best. I also want some of this cucumber and tomato and onion salad. This looks light and refreshing, so I'm gonna grab some of this here too. Go on the plate. I don't know, we're gonna see what else is next, but for now we wait in another line. I hate to be so negative because I am very thankful to be here and I really want to like it, but I am just having a not so great time right now here at Lookout Cay. This is just not, it's just not fun. We've been here for so long and we haven't done anything. And we're still just waiting for food. In the sun. Sweating.
Almost 2 hours and I have half a plate of food.
Yeah, Brian's right. Almost 2 hours and I have half a plate of food. So now we have just been walking around trying to find an open table. I know we said that this was the place to be a little earlier, but I don't know if just everyone decided to come here because they saw the lines were short. Now the lines are crazy and we can't find a table anywhere. I'm so frustrated. Oh, I think there's one. I think we got one. Well, now that we've found a table, let me show you a little bit of what we got. So we've got some mac and cheese, some sauerkraut, which they were saying they eat with the chicken, which sounds kind of good, so I'm definitely gonna try that out. Had to get a glizzy, you guys know me. Some tomato cucumber salad. We've got a slice of corn here, some ribs, and then some rotisserie chicken. I was expecting, oh, I almost forgot, the seafood jambalaya with the yuca here. But I was expecting like a little bit more like islandy style, because that's what I had read they have here. I know like at Castaway they have more of like classic American barbecue, but here I thought they had more like Bahamian island style food. Now, there's a very good chance that we just missed it because I'm just so all over the place. I don't know. Can anyone confirm if you've been here before? Like, have you been just as confused as me and Ryan? Because I feel like I usually have a good sense of direction and I could usually figure things out pretty easily, but I am just all over the place here. But let's dig into this food. I guess we'll start with the glizz here. You can't go wrong. If you mess this up, you know you're not gonna have a good meal. So let's try out this glizzy. That is the driest bun I've had, and it's also so stale. And somehow, this is the last thing we got, and it's actually cold. Like, it's not warm, or room temperature, it's cold. So, not off to the best of starts. I guess we'll try this jambalaya next, since this is the first thing we got. I doubt this is still warm because we waited so long in the other lines. Yeah, that's obviously freezing cold too. We've got a little scallop here. Flavor's not bad, but it kind of just tastes like any type of like stir-fry rice that you get at a buffet. This yuca here, this yuca I have high hopes for. It just tastes like fryer grease. Like there's so much breading on the outside, and there's just really not any yuca on the inside. It just tastes like dirty fryer oil. I am so disappointed. Okay, so since I only have so much room in my stomach, I'm gonna have Ryan review the burger here at Lighthouse Cay and at Castaway Cay. He just took the pickles off. He's a menace in that sense. All right, take a bite. Let us know how that burger is.
It's a buffet burger. That's all it is. It's just a buffet, a cruise buffet burger. It's fine. It's fine.
The bun looks really good.
It's not.
It's not? Wow, that's really sad. Well, I guess the burger wasn't worth the wait. All right, let's try this chicken here. We got a rotisserie chicken drumstick. Okay, this is hands down, without a doubt, the best thing that I've eaten here today. I'm gonna put some sauerkraut on it because the guy that works here said that that's how they eat this chicken or the sauerkraut in his country, so I wanna try it out. Honestly, it works, yeah. This is some delicious rotisserie chicken. I wish I just got a plate of this, honestly. I might go take a look at the line afterwards and see if we can get some more chicken here because I want even more. The skin, it's just so flavorful. The meat is so tender and juicy. But really, so packed with flavor. Delicious. Now for the rib here. We're doing all the handheld bones back to back. Meat's pretty tender. Actually, more tender than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more tough. The flavor of the barbecue sauce is not kind of what I was expecting. There's almost maybe a little bit of jalapeno in the barbecue sauce. And I'm not mad about it. Similar to the chicken, the rib here. Nice and juicy, nice and meaty, not dry, super flavorful. And I think this barbecue sauce, I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but I think I'm coming around to it. I think it's good. Yeah, I like it. And I really wish I had a napkin, but I had to get a burger for Ryan on my plate because we were like, we are not getting back in line here. So I put his burger on my plate, so I had to give him my napkin to use as his plate. So we're roughing it out in these Lookout Cay streets here. So let's just go right in for this corn. Yeah, this needs butter, any type of seasoning, salt, please. Not a fan. Okay, cucumber salad. I mean, I just love cucumbers, so I will eat this entire thing. But there is no vinegar in here, and again, not an ounce of salt. It's under-seasoned by a lot. So, it just tastes like a cucumber. But now, for what is probably icy cold from waiting in that line, the mac and cheese. Yeah, it is definitely icy cold, but it's that same crappy, cheesy, processed mac and cheese that I talked about in the video I posted the other day on board the cruise. It's the same mac and cheese that they have on board, except it's just way colder. But it's that Stouffer's style that, you know, it's just such bad mac and cheese that it really, really hits. And if this was actually warm, I would be enjoying it a lot more. Okay, I sent Ryan back up to get me some more chicken, and he came back with a glizzy of his own. Oh, man.
It's a little better than you. Oh, no.
Spoke too soon. It's not a good glizz. Are there no cones? I don't think there's any cones. You know, this is just an accurate representation to how my day is going. I want to get this banana ice cream, but we got to find ourselves a cone first. So I've come over to the other side to get myself a cone, and it looks like they have strawberry ice cream, but I think they're out. Are they out of it?
A single drop.
All right, I think it's finally time. Rate my swirl. 1 to 10. Oh.
Rate my swirl.
Rate that, guys. 1 through 10.
You are so. Have you never?
I used to work on a shaved ice truck, not an ice cream truck, okay? So maybe don't rate my swirl, because you're going to hurt my feelings. Let's try it out, though. Banana ice cream. That's so good. I don't even like banana that much, but it's just the perfect hint. You know, like with the coconut Dole Whip, where it's not too overly coconutty, it's just very creamy. That's how this is. This banana is excellent, and I wish you could swirl it with the strawberry. Okay, best things on Lookout Cay: banana soft serve and the chicken. After that ice cream, I was so looking forward to a nice, refreshing beverage and also to hold these lovely metal cups in my hand. I've seen these like everywhere on social media. The metal cup, let me tell you, is the highlight of this beverage. We went up there to get a drink, Sean and I. Sean's here too. And what an experience. We are just striking out on all matters here at Lookout Cay. So we go up there to order a drink. We're looking through the menu and he suggests the Eleuthera Euphoria or a mojito or a pina colada. And he's like, because that's the only drink on the menu that we have. Sir, what? You have an entire beverage menu and you only can make one drink on it? Why do you even have it out? So I got the one drink that is on the menu here. It has like Dole Whip pineapple in it. And it tastes like blended ice. I don't even taste pineapple. I don't taste the rum that was supposed to be in it. All I taste is blended ice.
Mine was just a lemonade.
And I don't think Sean's margarita that he ordered is any better.
It's not even a margarita.
It's not a margarita.
We need to stop
He
calling
ordered
it
a classic margarita and they poured simply limeade in with tequila, and that was it. That's his drink. And yeah, we don't know if there's tequila in there. We don't know if there's rum in here. So the food and beverage at this island, I don't think Castaway Cay has any competition here.
I can't wait to go to Castaway.
After today, I cannot wait for Castaway. Stop number 2 on our cruise brings us to Castaway Cay. Now this is the stop that I have been waiting for. I haven't been to this island in over 10 years, and I remember when I came as a child just having the best time here. From what I've seen food-wise, we're gonna be having an even more basic barbecue kind of lunch here on the island, where there are once again 3 dining locations: Cookies Barbecue, Cookies 2 Barbecue, and then another barbecue restaurant in the adults only area. Here we'll see a little bit of a difference in each buffet. Cookies and Cookies 2 are both serving up the same thing, as is the one in the adults only area, except in the adults section we'll have steak. Okay, so we have made it over here to Cookies Barbecue, one of the 3 locations here to dine at Castaway Cay. And already just off the bat, it is so much less hectic, less chaotic. There's not as many people, and mind you, this is like it's currently like 12:30, so this is prime lunch dining hours here. It's been open for a little over an hour, hour and a half at this point, and it just looks so much more enjoyable over here. And already I'm kind of seeing that the layout is a little bit better as well. So they have a bunch of different like coves that you could go in, and they all have the exact same thing. So there's no waiting in one line and then hopping in line for another kind of food station. It's all just right in this area here. Okay, so let's go around and I'll show you guys kind of everything that they have on the buffet here, starting with some regular Lay's and some barbecue chips. And then we've got pretty much like our sides and salads. So we have a grilled sweet corn salad, some macaroni pasta salad, a little bit of slaw, a red skin potato salad, and then some mixed fruits. But I'd rather get it sliced fresh from somewhere else. I'll show you later. Okay, so of course we've got to have some burgers and dogs. We have some plant-based burgers as well as some regular cheeseburgers, hamburgers. Here are some glizzies. You guys know we gotta try that out. There's also a sliced smoky barbecue beef brisket. I wasn't really expecting that. And then I wasn't expecting this either. There's some more rotisserie chicken. They love their rotisserie chicken on these Disney islands. This is a Cajun spiced rotisserie chicken. So I wonder how it compares to the one at Lookout Cay. We also have some St. Louis style barbecue pork spare ribs, and then some honey and bourbon glazed seared salmon. This looks really good. Ryan, get in here. Look at that cabbage on top of that salmon that's kind of mixed, and that looks delicious. Right next to it, there's some vegetarian bean chili. Well, interesting. And then some buttered corn. When it comes to dessert, there are a couple options to choose from: a lemon raspberry crumble loaf, chocolate chip cookie, Texas cornbread, and some brownies. And I'm definitely going to try a little hack that I've seen some people do too with this dessert. Okay, something really cool that they have over here at Castaway Cay is they actually have like fresh sliced fruits. And if you look behind, they're actually completely slicing it fresh. We're slicing up some pineapple there. I saw them slicing up some watermelon earlier. We've got cantaloupe going. But yeah, we've got some honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon, and some pineapple to choose from over here. I love that they're slicing it fresh. I don't know, it just adds a little bit. And then there's also some grab and go fruits over here that you kind of just grab an apple, an orange, a banana, a pear. I don't know, this is like a really good offering to have that they didn't have over at Lookout Point. And when I'm on a beach and like in a beach environment, I want barbecue and I want some fresh fruit. So this is like perfect. So let me show you guys what I got on my plate here, starting with this sliced brisket sandwich. It looks like it has a little bit of a vinegar slaw on it. Continuing on, we have some salmon. I wasn't expecting salmon on the buffet, but it looks really, really nice. We also have a rib. We got to compare the ribs. Speaking of comparing, they also had a rotisserie chicken here, and you guys know how much I loved the rotisserie chicken from over at Lookout Cay. So I'm curious to see how this rib and this chicken kind of stack up. We've also got ourselves a little bit of pasta salad, a corn muffin, of course, and then ending it off with a nice glizzy. So why don't we start off with this brisket sandwich here, and upon taking the lid off, there doesn't look to be much brisket. It's mainly a slaw sandwich here. There's a couple little slices of brisket, but let's see how the salmon here is. I'm getting like the tiniest hint of barbecue sauce, but there really is almost like no meat. If you're talking like lunch meat style brisket, there's like one lunch meat size slice of brisket on this sandwich. So it just tastes like bun and slaw. If there was a little bit more meat, that would have actually been pretty good. But this salmon here, it actually has a nice crust on it. It's also served with some cabbage in there. Definitely a bit overcooked. It's a little bit tough, but the flavor is fantastic. We got that really nice crust on the salmon there, mixed in with the cabbage. That's a great combo. Chicken time. I feel like this is the real comparison. This is a Cajun spiced roasted chicken here. While this chicken is really good, I feel like the one at Lookout Cay was just slightly better. It had just a little bit more flavor, and the outside, the skin area, was a bit more like cooked, so it wasn't as chewy, and it added a really nice texture, and it was just spiced perfectly, seasoned perfectly. Like I said, this one is really good, really juicy, really moist, but the other one was just beat it by a hair. Okay, time for our resident cheeseburger expert to try the cheeseburger from Castaway Cay, although
First bite.
First bite, yeah, he hasn't had one yet.
A bird took this bite. Okay, we're gonna try it.
No, how was it and which was better?
Oddly enough, it tastes very similar to the one over at the other island because it was probably came out of the same freezer off of the ship as this one did. I don't know. It's fine. Burgers taste the exact same. Absolutely no difference here.
It's probably a little bit hotter though.
No, this is just as cold.
Time for the rib. This is a meatier rib than the other one. The other one had a bit of meat, but this one is definitely way bigger. I'll tell you what, this is actually a pretty good rib. Very tender, not quite fall off the bone, but it's very, very easy to eat. Not tough at all. The barbecue sauce on this one is more of a classic barbecue sauce. In terms of ribs, this is really solid. I say it's better than the ribs at like Roundup Rodeo Barbecue in Hollywood Studios, and probably most of the Disney World sit-down table service restaurants. I think I like this rib maybe a bit better. Cornbread, and some would call me a cornbread expert in this neck of the woods. Ooh, that's actually got quite the kick once you chew into it a little bit. There's definitely some jalapenos in there. I don't really see any chunks, just a little one on the bottom there, but the jalapeno flavor is certainly there. The cornbread itself, not dry whatsoever. This is really good cornbread, I like it. Pasta salad, which I was very happy to see because usually when other places make pasta salad, they call it macaroni salad and it has mayo in it. This one is a no mayo macaroni salad. Honestly, this is like my favorite side to get with barbecue. We've got some chunks of cheese, some chunks of pepper in there, some nice fresh veggies, pretty much just seasoned with olive oil, salt, and pepper. But honestly, it's simple, but it's exactly what I want when I think of barbecue food. And the moment you've all been waiting for, glizzy time. The bun here is so much fresher. It's almost more of a potato-y kind of bun. The hot dog itself also tastes more like a traditional hot dog than the one the other day. All around, this hot dog is so much better than yesterday's. Now, I did want to make it back over here to get started with our dessert. I'm going to grab myself some cookies, and I think we're going to swirl a little bit of ice cream on top, because I've seen a couple of people do this here at Castaway, and it always looks so good. I've been waiting a while to kind of try this out, so let's go do it. It looks like over here for ice cream, not only do we have vanilla and chocolate, but there's also strawberry and banana flavored. And you could swirl it this time. You couldn't swirl it over at Lookout Point or Lookout Cay. So we're gonna have to try that out after we hack our cookie. Let's see if my swirl is a little bit better than yesterday. I don't think it could possibly be worse. It's definitely not going to be, because it's coming out so slow. It's still awful. I am so bad at this. Oh my God. I should be barred from soft serve machines on cruise ships. I just can't get it right. But let's smash this down here. The chocolate chips in this cookie are actually nice and melty. How good does that look, guys? I mean, it doesn't look that good because I swirled it so bad, but in general, it looks tasty, right? Do I have vanilla ice cream on me?
No, you're good.
This is the double chunk chocolate cookie that we needed yesterday at Lookout. It tastes so much more fresh. You can see the chocolate chips on there are nice and melty. And then of course you get that super creamy, thick vanilla soft serve. It's honestly perfect. I'm so happy. This is a great hack. Thank you guys. I forget who I saw it on, but I feel like a lot of people do it.
Put it down.
Ryan's telling me to give it 5 booms.
Give it a boom. Go.
I give this hack a big boom. All right, I have gifted the cone making task to Ryan because he claims to be better than me. So let's see. We're going strawberry banana swirl here. Oh my gosh. Okay. You win. Nice work. Here we've got the strawberry banana swirl ice cream. I think this is like the only place on Disney property that you could get this flavor combo here. And we had banana soft serve on Lookout Cay yesterday, and I loved it. And I feel like it's gonna be even better when you swirl it with the strawberry there. Let's go in for a bite. If I have to say anything, I'd say this gets 5 booms.
5 booms?
Boom, 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 boom. This video has just turned into like a boom meter video, but definitely this gets 5 booms. The flavor combo is perfect. Like I said yesterday, the banana soft serve, it's not too overly banana-y. Like, it's just the right amount. And with the strawberry doesn't have too much flavor. It almost tastes more like vanilla, but still, the banana with that little combo. So I met Ethan over here while we were getting our ice cream. You got chocolate. How is it?
It's great. It's not like the artificial chocolate, but it's like the sweet, creamy one that everyone loves.
You just painted a great picture. That sounds delicious to me. You didn't try the banana one though, did you?
I did try it yesterday.
You gotta try it swirled with the strawberry. It's even better. But good review. High five. To end our time at Castaway Cay, I wanted to come over to this bar over here that I've been eyeing up the whole time. It's kind of on a pier, sticking out. It looks beautiful, and hopefully the beverages are better than they were yesterday. Well, they did have all the drinks, but I was just in the mood for a classic pina colada. So I got myself a pina colada, and it was served to me in a children's cup. So, interesting choice, but delicious. Creamy, strong, just what I wanted to end my day here at Castaway. With that, we have officially been to both of Disney's private islands, eaten all of the food on both islands, and I'm ready to tell you which one is better. To no surprise, I feel like, obviously if you watch this video, you know where this one is going. I not only enjoyed my time at Castaway Cay more, but I think the food here was a bit better and hotter. Overall, it was just such a more enjoyable experience all around. More chill. It kind of reminds me of Typhoon Lagoon a little bit for all my Disney World people. Castaway Cay gives me Typhoon Lagoon vibes, and I love Typhoon Lagoon, so I love Castaway. But as for the food, like I said, I think it was a bit better. Over at Lookout Cay, I mean, they had a couple more unique dishes like the jambalaya, but none of them were really executed well, except that chicken that I was obsessed with. Here, everything was, like I said, more hot and just all across the board, a little bit tastier. I love that they had the salmon option. Seems that the burgers and the dogs, or at least my hot dog, I don't know about Ryan's burger, it was just better quality, a little bit more warm, and like I said, we didn't have to wait in lines to get it. And I'm just watching Sean have a massive brain freeze right across from me.
Pina colada.
I'm literally standing here just watching Sean like I felt your pain because I just had one as well. And while I am kind of trashing on Lookout Cay a little bit, I do want to mention that aside from the food, I know this video was mainly about the food, I did enjoy the beach better at Lookout Cay. I know I didn't film it, but after we ate all that food, we kind of went down to the beach, and I think it was like the best beach experience I may have ever had. The water was the absolute perfect temperature. There was nothing on the sand that we were like stepping on that was gross. Even when we got out there, Sean and I went out pretty far and we weren't stepping on anything gross. The water was a perfect temperature, nice soft waves. Honestly, the weather was beautiful, as it is now as well. But I think the beach over at Lookout Cay is a little bit nicer than here at Castaway. If you guys have been to both Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay, let me know down below in the comments which you prefer and which you think has better food. And with that being said, make sure you all hit that subscribe button if you enjoy honest Disney food reviews. I'm always going to give them to you. Shout out to all of my Patreon subscribers for supporting the channel. As always, you guys are the best. And yeah, thanks for watching. See ya. Ski ya later.